Hello there everybody and welcome back to another daily update by Ready Steady Crypto. So, not much has changed since the last update. We are still in a bit of limbo. The markets are still crashing, but we've got a little bit of good news that's potentially about to unfold. There's been some serious sell-off all week, so this is giving me a good indication that next week could potentially be a good point of view from a trading aspect. So, if you are a new investor and you're looking to get involved into crypto, now's the better time than ever to start learning and really starting to pay attention to what it is that's going on and you understanding how you can actually make the most of these type of situations and gain good entries and maximum returns. So without further ado, I'm going to crack straight on. Looking at this chart here, we've all seen me plot this chart before. This is a chart of Bitcoin I've created over the last 10 years on the rise and fall throughout a yearly basis. Each one of these larger segments represents a full year of Bitcoin price action and potentially what's been happening inside and around certain times of the year and where price action's been. And lo and behold, would you believe it? This time last year, the markets crashed. Honestly, they really did. So this little red box here is back round about May, June, July. This is when we had the big sell-off from all-time highs. It happened in the matter of 2 weeks. Things went from hero to zero very, very fast. Now, I've got a couple of things to show you that I'm looking at in the markets where I'm ultimately thinking we're not over, we're not down and out, and this is just the beginning of potentially another bull run. A lot of people might disagree with me given all the scenarios that we've got, given inflation, recession, obviously the war that's not really affected the markets at all. In fact, it's probably been more positive for crypto, but the things that have been happening recently with the current Lunar and UST debacle, well, this is a lot of manipulation that's happening inside of the markets. Now, I honestly think there's bigger players such as banks, institutions and governments that are manipulating this because as we all know, UST was supposed to be the first decentralized dollar peg. Out of this, who was the people that were going to lose the most? It's going to be banks, institutions and governments. So with governments now experimenting with central bank digital currencies, they are really trying to push for their own stable coin. They don't want to be getting left behind. They know that they're late to the party. They realise that there's other people taking the centre stage. They could potentially be losing out and fiat could be in a whole heap of trouble if crypto is going to carry on in the manner that it's actually been going for the last year or two. So let me show you this, and this is why we kind of use indicators inside our trading knowledge. So you saw here on the monthly time frame that we actually dropped all the way down to $25,600. I wasn't actually aware we dropped that low. I've been working all week trying to get some more money to reinvest back into crypto. And that's what you should all be doing. You should be really working hard in times like this, stacking that cash just in case it does go a bit lower to get that maximum risk to reward. And this is ultimately what's going to make you a lot of money. Times like this are where a lot of money's made, not at all-time highs like we had previously last year all the way up to a couple of months ago. But pay attention to what I'm going to tell you, especially in the indicators, because things don't look down and out for now. So even though the monthly time frame on the indicators, we are still on the bearish MACD, we're looking to potentially tick bullish in the next coming weeks. We are severely oversold on the stochastic RSI. We've got the normal RSI just touching above 70% right now. But this is the thing, we've found good support at $25,000, right? So now we've found good support here at $25,000. What are we looking for next? So every time within a year, we've always had a big sell-off. This is apparent from the year before. Obviously, the year previous to that, we had COVID. You can see it's the cycles work and ebbs and flows and ebbs and flows. So had a big run up, a crash down, a run up, a crash down, a run up, a crash down, a run up and a crash down. We've never actually closed, other than these couple of weeks here, back inside of December 2018 where we were in the severe bear market. For actually 5 weeks we closed in and around and just under this 55 moving average. So the fact that we've not closed below it this time, we've found good support and we've had good support on it, leads me to believe that this monthly candle is going to change everything. So taking it back to a 2 weekly candle, right? the immediate price targets that we're looking to close within the next 8 days or Monday morning next week would be 31,800-ish, give or take. So 31,842, that's what that's telling me. That's the bottom of these closers here. So if we are getting a little bit of a resurgence, this is our immediate resistance that we're going to be looking to encounter and to potentially break. If you drop down now to a weekly time frame, you can see that the lowest point that we had or experienced were $29,000. We're still above this area here. So if we close above the bottom of this wick on a smaller time frame, we're not actually closing below any type of support. We've bounced off support and things are looking good. Inside of the markets as well, things have never been as strong in regards to the Bitcoin long positions. So if I just gauge your attention to this chart here, which I had 1 second ago, so Bitcoin longs, you can see that I don't understand how to interpret this chart, so I'm not even going to try, but I know that there's a lot of people on Bitfinex going long on Bitcoin right now. If this is the case, is this manipulation again? Is this a dollar that's going to potentially crumble? Let's have a look. Let's go to the DXY, because it's actually broke resistance of, yeah. So we broke resistance from back in 2016. This is where I was looking for a rejection. Well, to be honest, I've been looking for a rejection back down here at this downward trending resistance line. We did get the 2017, 2021 bull run. Was looking for a bull run continuation there. We didn't get that formation playing out. We actually broke it to the structure, which has led to the big crash. Now, this is the monthly time frame. Let me just get rid of all this. So inside of this month, we could quite actually start rejecting now from this height here, which is possible. It is really possible because of everything that's been going on, the amount of money that's being printed. The dollar value and strength can't possibly keep going up like this. It's not viable for it to do that, and it's pure manipulation, the fact that it is. So going back to, yeah, look, you can see that resistance is quite strong at this point. So let's see what happens in the coming weeks with the DXY, but ultimately Bitcoin's where my attention is. I'm not really looking at altcoins other than Opulus right now. As you all know, that's what I'm quite heavily involved in. But on the larger scale of Bitcoin, on the 2 weekly time frame is what I'm looking at. You can see that we're waiting for a bullish tick on this MACD. As soon as we get that, hopefully within this next week or two, couple of weeks, let's say, things might actually not be as bad as what we thought. So looking at Bitcoin like this, the immediate price target for us to close above in the next coming weeks is 32,000. That's the next area of support. Sorry, that's the next area of resistance that we are looking to break. So on a smaller time frame, how does Bitcoin look, and how are we looking? So same again, if we was to get the pump that I've just talked about, the other moving average that we're going to encounter is the 200 moving average. This is what we're looking to break above. This is where we could get a kick up to. This could be the bull trap people are talking about. That could catch people out. I mean, we had a fantastic 30% move across the whole markets 2 days ago. So that's just something to be really, really aware of. And so giving it to you for my little bit of a prediction for next week, we are looking for the weekly close in 21 hours and 40 minutes. As long as we close above this little white line here on 28,800, we're still in with a chance. I would love to see some price action taking us all the way back up to 31,800. Let's see how today unfolds. We've got until the markets open tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, so anything can happen then. As we know, crypto's very good at surprising everybody and doing the opposite of what we all think. So that being said, guys, I know that the Discord's absolutely pumping now. I know that a lot of people are showing more attention than ever to crypto. This is the time to get involved. This is the time to be inside the Discord. Take note of all the notifications. Let me know what you're looking at. Let me know what altcoins you are stacking up on right now, and let me know if you're buying Bitcoin at these levels, and if not, what levels you're going to be looking at. So that being said, have a great week trading, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Ciao for now.